Hi, my name is. Ah!
Hey guys, so as many of you know, I actually, since it's still snowing outside, I mean, what is today, March 17th or something, and it's still snowing, so I'm just growing things inside on a grow rack, and I've had a few questions of what grow lights I use for the grow rack, and that's what I'm going to be going over today. So the ones that I use are, just get the right side, these. They're the 4-foot shop lights. This is the Sunshine pack. There are T8 bulbs. You can see all the information there. I'm not really 100% sure of what all the numbers and such mean, but if you're ever looking for it, just look for this. It should, oh snap, I keep messing up. Should say Sunshine bulbs on it. That's just the one I've used, and you can see how well my plants are doing. So I really trust these bulbs. They work. It has a 20,000 hour life expectancy, and that's pretty good. It'll last you quite a while. I mean, I run my lights for 12 to 13 hours a day, so you do the math and see it's really well. But then the actual fixture that I use is just anything that uses T8 bulbs. So I use this giant box of which you can't really see. It says shop light, 30% more effective or efficient. Sorry. Can I really say about it? Assembled in the USA. You don't need to know that, even though I just said it. It's by Lights of America. The model number is 8045E. It's, if you want to look it up. But what this actually has is there are two types that they make that I know of. One is the pure white, which that's what I'm using for 2 of my shelves, and it works. But the other one that it has is it's really like a mirror on the inside, so it boosts all light output, which is really good for the plants. And then yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say about it. So those are the lights that I use. Just look for T8 bulbs. I've heard some really good success stories with T12 bulbs. However, those do tend to they're a little bit bigger. So it really depends on how much room you have or how much you're willing to spend. And there's also something called T5 bulbs. I do believe that T5 bulbs are actually the really hot ones. These T8 ones that I have. Usually, I have a thermometer in my room, and also tells me the humidity. But at night, my room usually gets around like 65 degrees. But as soon as the lights come on, it boosts up to like anywhere between 72 to 75. So it's really good for warming up the area. But I believe that T5s will really just kind of boost it up to a little bit higher, maybe around 80, depending on how many lights you have. But anyway, those are the types of lights that I use. One thing I did notice today is that some of my tomatillos, well, actually the 2 cuttings that I took, one of them is producing a lot of roots, and the other one just has a few roots. So I'm just going to go ahead and show those, and then also show one other little surprise. So let's check out the tomatillos. Alright, so as you can see, the leaves are still really nice. They're growing. It was producing a lot more flowers, like I said. And whenever it does that, you just want to snip them off. If any of the leaves are getting too big, that means it's trying to grow that leaf. Try to cut that leaf in half. If it doesn't really, if it's growing anything besides roots, you should probably try to fix the problem. But that also really isn't much of a problem. So here's the water content. You can see right, bright, oh crap. Nope, can't see it. There we go. So as you can see, there are some roots coming out. Kind of see. Anyways, there are roots coming out of the tomatillos, which is good. I do have one person lined up that I'm hoping to trade with. But anyways, tomatillos, they do root. Like I said before, what I'm using for actually rooting them is just water mixed with a little of the seaweed extract, which seems to be doing really well. That's what's causing it to grow and causes the roots to grow. Now, as I've said before, the only reason I do this method instead of sticking stuff right into the ground is because I want to monitor the root growth. If it's not growing then I don't know, there's just too many things that could happen when I stick it into the soil that I don't know about. So really, I just want to monitor to make sure all the roots are growing and that it's doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, because like I said, it wasn't producing roots for a while, but it was still growing, so how would I really know that if it was in the soil? And plus, you know, the soil could dry out if you're not really right on top of it for watering, and at least this way you don't have to worry about water, you don't have to worry about nutrients, you don't have to worry about if it's producing roots because you can see all those things. So you can do it whatever way you want. However, I really like my method. I'm going to stick to it for a while until I actually grow a little more commercial sized. So that's pretty much all of that. And the last thing I want to show you guys is I've had something for quite a while, like over 5 years, and I just want to prove that being root bound isn't always a bad thing. So you guys can tell what this is. It's a cactus the size of my thumb. It's been growing in that container for anywhere between 5+ years, and anything that's been growing that long really just doesn't have a chance for the roots to grow. But when I got it some time ago, it was about half this size, so right around there, and it's just grown all the way up to the top, and I could transplant it at any time. However, I just really want to show people that you don't always have to have a large space to garden. I mean, something as small as this. I've actually I got this from my aunt, the same one that ordered the bamboo seeds and stevia seeds, but she got it, I believe, someplace in Korea. I really don't know. But I took this, and you guys know the how if you go to like a grocery store and you see that little like you put in a quarter and you spin it, you get those little capsules. One of the capsules had holes in it, and so what I did was I got a coffee filter, I put it at the bottom of where the holes were, I filled it with dirt, and then I planted a cactus seed, and it actually grew. And you know, it was growing there for a few years, and it turned out great. But maybe wondering like how to water it. Just gonna go over it real fast. Anyways, there's holes at the bottom, so you just set it in a Dixie cup for a few minutes, and then it soaks up all the water. You only need to water once a month, but that's pretty much it. Small container gardening. I will go into more of that later. I'm talking too fast. Anyways, so I'm going to redo my growing area so I can get another full shelf of plants growing. I'm really excited for that, and I'll keep you guys updated next time. Okay, so bye.